All right. Yeah. Let's start the show.
Indeed, because, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Being the Asylum, episode 8. Now, before we get to some topics in hands, Jalen's gonna have some story to tell, but before he tells the story too, I gotta talk about something a little briefly first. Um,
Mhm.
first of all, I was looking back on my playlist pertains to Being the Asylum, and I realized, wait a minute, there's about 6 videos there, and I'm like, no, it's supposed to be 7 videos, right? So I'm like, okay, let me see. Okay, so just episode 6 is not there. I'm like, that's weird. So and looking through my contents, to see in the YouTube studio that maybe I, I swear I thought I had it on the playlist after when we were doing that episode. So I'm looking to see where it is. I'm like, where is it? Because I know I didn't delete it. Yeah, for some odd reason, it's not there. I'm like, that's kind of strange. I don't remember, you know, doing anything, to that episode.
Mm,
Maybe YouTube took it down for no reason.
I hope not.
maybe.
To be honest with you, I don't remember. I think other than the something to talk about own heart, which I'm assuming is about the with the AEW double nothing, and we start going more in depth about own heart thing. Um, Other than that, I can't think of any other things that was mentioned on there. I mean, I don't know if Mr. BJ ends up you know getting a sample of that video too on his channel. But usually when I do these shows, sometimes I would let him allow him to download it and make it on his own.
Yeah.
Oh, copyright.
Well, hey, copyright if I allow it. But anyways, but yeah, like I don't know, cause YouTube never then give me any emails or whatever about it taking it down. I don't know how it's not there now. So we're to episode 6, I guess. Moving forward, because if you can't find episode 6, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's now that's gonna be included as the lost episode of Being the Asylum.
Oh boy.
The lost episode gone forever.
I guess so.
But yeah, again, I don't remember what that was mentioned on the show there, but I'll look back, some of the things that was your returns to the other obvious videos that I did, as well. But there you go. That's I want to open up there. So, all right, Julian. So you say you got a story that you said that happened to you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So okay. So I'm just walking to the store as I usually do, Family Dollar, right? I'm almost there, and then a car stops by, and then the person opens the window, and they say my name. It's like, who know my name? I look in the window, dude. This is my freaking best friend from freaking high school. I haven't seen him since graduation, and I was like, yo, it was like, what's up, bro? It was so cool seeing him again, man. And he was driving like a Lyft, he was driving a car, he works for Lyft. I was like, yo, what's up, man? How you been? Um, just saying what's up. It was cool. He took me to Family Dollar. We got some stuff. I got my stuff. We were just talking, chilling for a little bit, and Yeah. Um, it was cool, man. I haven't seen him since the graduation, and it was good to see him again, man. Really good to see him.
I bet that took you back to your high school days.
It did. Yeah, well, I mean, we go way back. It's like I've known him since elementary school.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I've known him from a long time.
That's true friendship right there.
Yeah, man. So it was
And
cool to see him again, man.
that's cool, man. Recently, with me, my a friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine, from elementary school and junior high school, we ended up crossed paths with each other twice this year.
Oh
He looks
wow.
like he's been doing very good for himself, and yeah, it's good. It was good seeing him too. And he recognized me, and and like wow. I mean, I recognized him too. Obviously, because we know each other for a long time. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it's one of those things that you never know.
Yeah. It's funny because it reminds me of I remember one time like during the summer I went to Walmart and I was looking for some stuff with my cousin and my uncle, and I'm looking through the Wii U stuff because that's when the Wii U came out at that time. I was
Mm-hmm.
looking at the Wii U, and then I heard someone say my name, and it was my friend Brendan. He was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" It's like we saw each other. It was like, "Yo, what's up?" I saw his brother and sisters, his parents. It's cool, man. Yeah, so that's the first time I've bumped into him. Yeah, so it was good
I
seeing
mean,
him, man.
yeah, where I live, it happens a lot. Even though I
Yeah,
haven't been graduated that long, but it still happens a lot though when you happen to bump into people or bump into some friends from high school.
yeah,
Yeah, because the other day, I was just working and randomly I hear, just out of nowhere from the back of me just saying, "Yo, Alex." I'm like, huh? I turned around to one of my friends from high school, and I haven't seen him since graduation either, and that was pretty cool.
yeah. That's cool. I also this is actually kind of a funny story. So my dad orders Walmart like from orders groceries.
Oh,
So
the pickup.
yeah, and so I'm outside because the car came. I went to go get the groceries. Turns out it's an old friend of mine. Well, not old friend, but like I know him from high school, and like he
Yeah.
was the one dropping off the groceries. I was like, what? I was like, wow. I was like, dang, because I also haven't seen him in since the graduation either. I mean, we weren't like friends, but like I knew him, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was just cool to see him. So I was like, wow, he's bringing the groceries for me. Like that's crazy. Yeah, it was good. It
Um,
was good. It was good to see him.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, CJ? Have you ever encountered something like that? You know,
Not really, not since I moved down here.
uh,
Oh,
I see.
okay.
I see.
Oh, I see. Move far away from where you graduated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically you start new and fresh. That's basically what happens. When you go through something like that. So
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah. That's my
cool.
story though. Yeah.
Very, very wholesome story.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So before we get to some topics in hand, um, just now I want to bring up some update pertains to Marcus Bryant because last week when I think it was last week when I talked about him pertains to I think I did talk about last week pertains to what getting to from the family side of of a little bit better.
Yeah.
Basically pertains to him being a wrestling fan. He was not just a wrestling fan, but he was an old school type of wrestling fan. Like during those days of WWF. Now
At the
I
Apple,
don't remember. And I'm pretty also I think also in Yatu as well. But he was more old school. Pertains to before the Attitude Era, which that's something I could very appreciate, especially with of him, with the replica WWE, well, the F Championship belt, the Winged Eagle.
Okay, so you like what? He was like a fan of like the golden era, like Hogan,
Yeah,
Macho Man.
yes, yes,
Okay.
and obviously because he was obviously older than me. He probably he probably do a little bit of that in the late 80s, of how it was, and he was also his I think I heard from when I was at the funeral, and but yeah, especially last week was his funeral. Um, it was during while I was at work that
Mm-hmm.
a few coworkers went to the funeral, and then once they came back, and then that's when I went with a few other coworkers to the funeral. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and once we got to the funeral, they having this nice navy blue suit with I think it was like a type of pink tie with some stripes in the way. It looks pretty cool with a white collar shirt. Now, when it pertains to how he looked, his eyes was they had his eyes shut. Pertains to obviously pertains to get rid put someone on the ground in the coffin, whatever. Um,
Mm.
you know basically his eyes was not looking good. Pertains how shut it was in the way, and like I'm not saying there was I saw eyeballs whatever but I'm saying it just didn't look right. I don't
Mm.
know I don't know if it was because of the with him being dragged during that time when he got caught
Yeah.
and we stood to this day trying to figure out what happened, how did it happen, why did he went to stop at FUM. A lot of questions to be answered, and a lot of answers that'll probably never be explained.
Yeah.
So basically, getting to know the family and all, not all of them, but just a few. But um, it's still sad to see him go away like that. And he wanted to save up, pertains to to get himself the $1 million championship. Basically, he wanted to do a collection.
Oh,
Okay.
about collection.
Basically, yeah.
Mm.
Um, but that's yeah. All he talks about is wrestling, and I'm like, damn it, man. If only if I would have got to know him a lot more. Instead of just passing by and saying, hey, what's up, and I don't remember those times when I went to him and give breaks, a chance to going for a lunch break, whatever, and I take over the ride,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, but he was nothing but good spirits, man, and it's unfortunate he's no longer with us.
Yeah. Sucks.
So that's basically the update of his middle name, by the way, James. Basically, when I realized he has a middle name, like wow, he's a middle name, James, and then I like him thinking myself, I meant Marcus James Bryant, and I'm thinking to myself, Owen James Hart.
Mm.
And obviously with him being a wrestling fan, that's very you know
Yeah.
so yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is my thoughts and prayers to us as a family, again to the Bryant family for their loss, and can we dream is not just all with the family but also with all with for those at dealers as well. While you're from our job, that is. So
Right.
And before we move on, I just want to say one thing because you're gonna appreciate this, Jalen.
Okay.
Marcus Bryant was not a fan of that Spinner Championship.
Wow, really, bro?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was a Cena fan or something like that.
That's what I was thinking too. I thought you were going to say, "Oh, you was a Cena fan." I was like, "Oh
Well,
man."
that's the thing. I don't know if he is a Cena fan because I never got to find out if he was or not. But just like I didn't get to find out he was if he's also just a fan. Does he also watch AEW or something like that? I didn't get a chance to because again I was grieving and all that and I really didn't have much to say. But
Yeah.
yeah, but he was definitely not a fan of that Spinner belt.
Who would be?
Like I said,
Stop.
he's also. I mean, like I said, he's old school, but hey, I'm old school too. But
Yeah.
the
I mean, that's
one spinner belt I did like was the United States belt. But the WWE belt, to me, it was like,
I like both of them.
You know, I'm gonna say that WWE spinner belt lasted way too long. It should have went away a long time ago.
Hey, Vincent Pete Funk said that looked ugly for far too long.
Oh my god.
I mean, they kind of did. I mean, they did kind of look ugly at some wrestlers. Not even gonna lie.
Well, yeah, and some wrestlers, yeah.
Like Triple H holding it, that did not fit.
It did not fit. Like it didn't.
And I'm pretty sure, Marcus Bryant agreed with CM Punk during that time too. Oh man.
I would just say it was a happy day when The Rock replaced it.
Oh dear Lord, stop.
But I guarantee you, with those old, those new belts after the spinner belt, I guarantee you, Marcus Bryant was not a fan of that either. Of that version of the belt either, because again, he basically got that Bret Hart mindset of thinking that it's a piece of crap, and then he pulls and he shows you here's the real championship belt. How a real championship belt should look like, the Win Eagle belt.
That Bret Hart eats everything.
I mean, the Win Eagle, the Big Eagle, the Undisputed Championship, beautiful belts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The world or the WCW World Title, the WWE version of the world, the Big Gold Title. I mean, beautiful belts.
What's the difference?
I mean, one has a logo and the other one doesn't, but still, beautiful title.
Yeah, I know. I just yeah. Okay.
All right. So, let's see, where is it? Okay, here we go. So, we're out of the way. With reference to that spinner belt that looks ugly for far too long. A ball core pocket, yeah. That's good. Anyways, let's get to some WWE topics.
Okay.
And with that being said, let's get to some WWE memes.
Okay. Oh god, not that face.
Yes.
Just like smiling. I mean, just like smiling Bobby is one of the best memes.
All right.
Hold on, maybe I'll put it in my way. I'll have to put it in the private chat. All right. By the way, I hope everyone's doing great.
I hope you all having a good night.
Better than you, Chico.
I guess it's not showing me it didn't take the full topic. So maybe just get why am I doing that? Just press this. There we go. All right. Just give me one moment. Almost there. There we go. So here's a list of things to talk about for WWE so far. And then we'll get to and then I'll put some more in there later. I don't know why when I put copy and paste it do the whole thing, but whatever. So let's get
Mm-hmm.
the sort of Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, Stephanie McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and Triple H out of the way first.
Okay.
Now we all know the story of this man paying work or women's that work for him, pertains to this woman that he I think was an assistant whatever that she was an assistant, I meant to say, for Vince Weber back in 2018. And then this pimped her out with John Laurinaitis, and then kept wanting her to keep quiet by giving her hush money. Hush money.
Hush,
Mm-hmm.
hush.
Well, more story, yeah, and on top of that, with the story resurfaced, what pertains to what this man did with the first ever WWF women's referee back in the 80s to early 90s, late 80s to the early 90s, I should say. With that story, I mean, it's been out for before for years, but now it's been resurfaced once again because of this allegation against this man, where he may have done something to just referee. I already forgot the name name of it. I don't know if you guys I remember the name or not, but and then there was more women's coming out, former talents. One of them was from 2005. From back in 2005, who started. Well, actually, she started back in 2004, but basically, what things happened in 2005. We'll get to that a little more. And I don't know if there was some other women's stars that are involved too as well, but one of them
Mm-hmm.
was some type of a manager role, not a manager role, but changed to managing wrestlers, whatever. But it was more of a manager role for business behind the scenes, whatever. But John Laurinaitis was also involved. Was part involved around that time, or that whole scandal as well, where I forgot what year it was. Well, I think it was around the year where he stepped down at first, and then but he was still working for them. Pertains to just not having a prominent role, or whatever. Basically, they knew this whole thing was Laurinaitis, and they still kept him around.
Yeah.
Mm.
So and now with more of these allegations coming out, where this man could be in a lot of trouble because of that, because giving them hush money to keep it quiet and all that, while he was still married to with Linda McMahon.
Mm.
Pretty much.
So,
The takeaway I understand from this whole scandal is that John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon wanted to do some tag team wrestling, wanted to get their noodles wet, but they had cost them their whole entire company. That's pretty much all I
didn't do anything.
And let's not forget, John Laurinaitis. We talked this before too. John Laurinaitis is married to the Bella's mom. And during that time when that whole thing happened, she was battling some type of brain tumor or something like that, right? Or whatever that she was ongoing through. Well, she needed something like a John Laurinaitis to be there to support and all that, not knowing that what's been going on behind her back for all this. Shows that how much of a piece of scum, unfaithful dipshit that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much for people power.
I was just showing her some people power. That's it.
That's more penis power.
Penis power.
So, because obviously pertains to John Laurinaitis, at for this point being an scapegoat, because this man, is going to be getting away scot free. Now, I think he should not be getting away scot free because he's still going to be under investigation for all this. But John Laurinaitis, because of this, he's now been removed. But we'll get to who's the replacement eventually. But but they but at this point he's gone, so they won't say it. Like they won't say it that suspension has been released. Which I don't understand why they still won't confirm that. But basically, John Arias is gone too. But he's still in good wealth and all that and everything because with all the money he got from the company. But at the same time, I don't think that's gonna matter because what if because all this coming out that his wife is gonna won't have a divorce and have him pay alimony. Basically, either way, I think he'll be screwed either way if that doesn't happen. He better hope and pray that doesn't happen. But then you know the old saying when it comes to women, hell have no fury over a woman's scorn.
Yep.
Except if you're Amber Heard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who's a turd? But oh, she's topic too. By the way, we'll get to her later.
Oh boy, she's the topic again.
Yeah. So, with this man being stepped down of CEO and chairman, because we're gonna get back to him now, because this is all about him, because he's gonna be under investigation of all this. His replacement, for the time being, who's the interim chairwoman and CEO, Stephanie McMahon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, well, Jalen, all I gotta say is watch Charlotte main event every WrestleMania for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah, she loves Charlotte Flair, right?
Unfortunately, she does. Yeah.
Charlotte Flair with
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey for the next 3 WrestleManias.
Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey too.
Yippee!
But that's the thing.
You should be excited.
Yeah, because I really want to see Charlotte. Yeah. Woohoo.
Well, that's the thing. She may be interim, chairwoman and CEO, but at the end of the day, this man still owns 50. I guess for the time being now, still owns 50% of the shareholder of the company. Which is why he's doing this whole thing where he's coming out there, every Raw, every SmackDown, and all. Especially when he did on that SmackDown, when this news broke out in the first place.
Yeah.
After he did that pointless opening of then now forever together bullshit. They're trying to take us down, blah blah blah. Like, no, they're trying to take you down. They're not trying to take the company down. Try to say that Oberon, to all the fans, Oberon is together. No, you're on your own.
No, I'm going down. You're going down with me, damn it.
That's what he thinks in his mind,
It's your fault.
You hear that? You hear that, fans? If I go to prison, you're all coming to prison with me. Yeah.
So, after this man did that, he went to career position, and he went to to get back into that chair because which is to him being stepped down of chairman and CEO, he's still head of the creative team. So basically, he went back there and said, "Fuck him."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Right? He said "fuck him," right, or something like that.
Yeah, basically, doing his catchphrase now.
Mm.
But what that told you there that this man, saying that, no matter who's against him, who wants to see him be taken down, all that, he still thinks he could get away with all this bullshit, and it basically shows he's basically telling that they can't get rid of me because I'm still in charge, I'm still running this company, and I do whatever the hell I want. Basically that whole mentality was this man.
Get away with what? I didn't do anything.
Of course, just like he didn't cheat on with Linda.
Come on, I can't help it. Trish Stratus is hot. Oh, I get what you too.
It's all about that blonde.
It's all about the blonde. And how you bleach it?
But yeah, so it was definitely being that whole thing of being the one in charge for sort of in charge. People are talk about how she's likable backstage and all that and everything. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure she is, but I still there's just some little evil side of her which is to behind that smile of hers. But at the end of the day,
She doesn't.
I'm pretty sure she wants. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say if she doesn't bend over like she did, in SmackDown in like around 2003, who cares?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I want a sexy general manager Stephanie McMahon back. That's what I want. Yeah.
maybe. Well, I guess still for being true, maybe we'll get some of that. But then again, I'll watch it anymore, so who cares? But yeah, it's definitely I'm pretty sure people do like her behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure she does want to make things right, make some changes, that her stubborn father won't do because he thinks that what he thinks is good TV is such good shit.
Yeah, she's probably gonna make Charlotte the new WWE champion, so get ready for that.
And Bruce Pritchard is second to that as well, which brings me to him now. Because
okay, what do you do?
He's head of talent relations.
That's right. Because after
you said that, yeah.
That's right. Because after John Lawrence was removed from that position, after this whole allegation broke out with him being involved, Bruce Pritchard is now head talent of relations. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, nah. No.
He's not doing good. He doesn't do a great job of writing for the show.
No, he really doesn't.
You wonder why? Because he's fucking garbage.
When John Laurinaitis was the head of talent relations, I can like, I guess tolerate, I guess you could say, but with Bruce Pritchard, no.
But even with John Laurinaitis being talent relations, there was some scummy things that he's done during those times as well.
Yeah, but still, Bruce Pritchard, man.
But at the same time,
much help.
Wasn't it Jim Ross, the head of talent relations before John Laurinaitis?
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
And Joe Ross was like, I'm glad I don't got that position anymore because that was a lot of a lot of babysitting with these talents even during those times with Goldust, Scott Hall.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about the freaking plane ride of hell.
Yeah, plane ride from hell.
Exactly.
I would be surprised if that didn't make him quit. The talent relations. Dude, if that was me, I probably quit too.
I'm not gonna lie. In that Dark Side of the Ring episode, he did sound pretty annoyed, talking all about it again.
I can't blame him. Yeah, because that was freaking insane. I can't blame him. You got the whole freaking. You got some people intoxicated, drunk and all that stuff, and act like fools. Is like no.
You had the Ultimate Farmer, Mr. Perfect wrestling, like he literally wrestling on the plane.
Wrestling on air, yeah. Wrestling in the plane is and almost freaking opened the door.
Now, some people say it's impossible to do it. Some people say it's impossible, for that to happen. But we're not gonna. We don't want to find out. You pertains to these two guys.
I want to find out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like those two dudes are pretty big. Even Lesnar back then was pretty big.
Especially yeah.
2 Minnesota boys.
Yeah.
2 Ultimate Farmers.
But Bruce Pritchard, being head talent relations. It reminds me of him being head talent relations back when he was in TNA.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, he was in TNA, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for not having evil leads, winning gut check. But you have Lele Tapa, and it's nothing against
I
Lele Tapa,
remember
but
that check.
yes. At the same time, Lele Tapa, she was not good in the ring, but um, I get why they they hire her, because she's big, and want her to be a side with Gail Kim, but she sucked.
Wait, who'd you say?
Lele Tapa, as a wrestler, she sucked.
Lady who?
Lele Tapa,
I
the
don't think I
daughter
remember.
of the daughter of the Barbarian.
Let me look her up. I don't think I know her.
Really?
I really
She
I
was
really don't.
she was Magic Gail Kim. She was Gail Kim's bodyguard.
Who's bodyguard?
Yo, Kim.
Gail Kim
Let me look.
from
Let me look that up.
2013.
Let me look that up, man.
Basically,
He doesn't even remember that?
She looked like a Simone Beyonce. Well, to me, she looked like a Simone Beyonce.
Samoa Joe's wife.
What? Oh, this is reaction.
Okay, I've seen her. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Now, as a fighter though, because she's does some MMA fightings. I think she's decent in there. And she improved a little bit in rings as well. But at the same time, during that time,
I
she was not good.
forgot all about her, man.
Yeah.
I,
So
I forgot.
apparently TNA did too. But anyways, and then you some other people on that end up getting gut check wins, whatever. That shouldn't deserve get gut check. I can't remember much of it, but Bruce Pritchard was behind that too and all. And Bruce Pritchard didn't even think that that Magnus, Nick Aldis was a big deal. Like really?
Mm.
So yeah. What tends to Bruce Pritchard, who's with this brother love garbage gimmick that he had, that I fucking hated. I never liked it. Never liked. I never liked the Bruce Pritchard. I always thought he was fucking garbage. The fact that that Bruce Pritchard is
Now you
being
like it.
the fact that he's getting more of a role in pro wrestling more than his brother Tom Pritchard. Dr. Tom Pritchard.
I didn't even know he had a brother.
Yeah, I think he's got another brother too, but I'm pretty sure he's more talented than him too. Because let's face facts, Bruce Pritchard is not fucking talented as when it comes to being in the business of pro wrestling. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, I can bet you money that the only reason that Bruce Pritchard is even in the business is because of Tom Pritchard.
Nah, come on, bro. Love was the best gimmick ever. Come on.
That was garbage. If you ask me, Bird Level, if you would ask me if Bird Level came in, to match the New Day when they were being the all about preaching, whatever.
Oh
No, that'll be
no, that'd be
that'll
more
be
Reverend Devon. That'd be more Reverend Devon for preaching.
Yeah, probably yeah, but
Yeah.
but the fact that you got this clown being head of time relations for WWE, where you behind the scenes they don't like this guy at all. They don't get any any advice from this guy at all. Because guess what? There is no advice from coming out from Bruce Bishop because he fucking sucks. He's fucking garbage. There's no single talent in his bone or his fat gut of him being head of talent relations for WWE or for wrestling in general. So
Okay,
the fact that he's
now you're being fat phobic, Robert.
fat.
He's fat.
So the fact that WWE decided to give him that role.
No. That ain't a freaking.
Well, Robert, what if they made you head of talent relations?
You probably fire Ricochet.
It will be 10 times better.
Fire Ricochet.
You already know. If I was there, man, if I was talent relations, you already know.
Yeah, I fired straight. Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
And I'm making sure freaking Nikia Lyons is top girl, and you know what? I'll make her bury Charlotte.
But I will rebuild Shinsuke Nakamura for the damage that they fucking done to this guy.
Come on, you don't like him doing the low blows to everyone? Come on.
Yeah, it would make sense if he would have won the W Championship.
No, instead he was just obsessed with AJ's balls.
Yeah. Brilliant.
He freaking low blow him way too much. Like, dang.
Brilliant job, Road Dog.
Thank you.
Another trash returns to talents too. I'm just kidding. He is
Well, I
talented.
was about to say because he was great. I say he's great as Road Dogg.
But the promos in ring and character wise, yeah. But when it to but this ring shows.
Yeah, nah. Hey, at least Road Dogg has talent though. Unlike Bruce.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah. So yeah, I'm at this point of reaching because Road Dogg got on my nerves for all these years. So.
Yeah.
And then
know?
Didn't know what. So now we move to Triple H because Triple H of what people are talking about. He went to I'm assuming the show where NXT was at. NXT 2.0.
Yeah, I heard this.
And so basically the word was I'm back.
Yeah, I heard. Triple H came back to NXT. I didn't really. I didn't really look into it that much, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, what does that actually mean when he's back? Well, guess what? If he is back, we will not got the shit that Corey J turning heel on Roxanne Perez after winning the tag team belts a week ago.
We talk about that was brilliant.
And I guarantee that then they came from Triple H or from Shawn Michaels. Bruce.
Yeah, I don't think Shawn Michaels. Yeah, he wouldn't have done that.
But I hope not. If they booked that, that's when you're like, oh damn, what type of crack had he been on?
Nah, I doubt Shawn Michaels doing that now.
Yeah, because Shawn Michaels has no choice. He has no choice but to go along with it.
Sad because Bruce Prichard is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's okay. I'll give him one thing. He's doing the right thing with pushing Tiffany Stratton.
Yes. Because she is great.
Yeah.
No, what's barrier to Cena?
And Nikita Lyon, but here's nothing to. Bruce Prichard is not even a fan of women's wrestling. So what? What? But as a matter of fact, John Laurinaitis, because he's fast. He's actually this whole mess is what got him in the first place. But something like Tiffany Stratton and Nikita Lyon, how they look, you can tell because John Laurinaitis, favored them so much, because of how they look and everything. It's why they're in this position. But they're driving though. Nikita Lyon and Tiffany Stratton for the time that she's in Spain there. She's driving and really showing a lot of improvements.
Yeah, she is.
I'm not saying that she never I'm not saying that she didn't look terrible. I'm pretty sure people are saying you said she sucked before that. No, she was just average at first.
Yeah.
Because she just started, so.
Mm-hmm.
At least she's doing a great job on like Lash Legend.
Come on, Robert, is your favorite wrestler?
Yep.
But for wrestler, I'll get behind is Athena.
Come on, Robert. We all know you want to see it. Lash Legend and Chris Jericho become tag champions.
And that's not making things any better, because Athena, as good as she is in the ring, her character sucks.
She's a better wrestler than Last Legend.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's funny. Like Lash Legend has the better character, but she's not really good a wrestler. And Athena's a good wrestler, but she doesn't have a character. That's crazy.
But back to Triple H. Yeah. So basically, the word is he's back. What does that mean? Who knows what that means? Which is Triple H. I'm pretty sure the town doesn't even know what that means. But hey, they also like Triple H too. Since behind the scenes of being like, we'll know that. Because he learned over the years, learned the error of his ways, especially how this man, Bruce Pritchard, John Laurinaitis, and Nick Khan also handle the death of the golden black brand of NXT.
Yeah, black and gold. Yeah,
black and gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of Triple H, because I saw you Omega Red Tristan on Messenger a while back. Something about Billy Gunn.
Oh yeah, are you talking about when Bill? Yeah, yep, I remember.
Yes.
So everyone remembers the famous comment Triple H made about AEW at the time during the Hall of Fame, 2019, when he was like, we want to go back to that pissant company or something like that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
So apparently oh, you want to explain it, or you want me to explain it?
I'll let you explain it, but let me tell you the story about the whole Hall of Fame thing. It all started because when Bret Hart mentioned Mrs. Man in his speech, because during that time, Mrs. Man, let's face it, during those Hall of Fame's time, that's one of the weird things that this man has been have been wanting have it at the Hall of Fame, not to mention this man's name, right? So Bret Hart did, but because of someone who wrote Bret Hart's speech, whoever, was got yelled at because of that, and then he quit on that night, or got fired, whatever. I don't remember, but basically he I think he quit because I don't think they fired him. But the joke was when DS came out there, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, basically was saying, you can't say this man's name, and they were saying this man's name because Shawn Michaels asked permission to if you can say your name, since to thank you or something like that. Basically don't not mention this man's name, or don't think this man just to go up there, on the just to being inducted Hall of Fame or whatever, right? Otherwise you'll get fired, right?
Yeah, because I was wondering where that came from. Yeah, because
yeah. That's what Billy Gunn spoke up and said, well, I don't work here anymore, so they can't fire me.
Yeah, he said, well, you can't fire me.
Because we all know he was working for because he's working for AEW.
Yeah.
Which AEW hasn't started yet during that time. And then that's what Triple H said. Once we buy that pissant company where you'll work for us again and we'll fire you. Something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Yeah, I think it was something like that.
The pissant t-shirt company.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that. The pissant t-shirt company by the freaking dollar store rockers.
Yeah, the same pissant t-shirt company that kick your asses on a weekly basis. Not the entire time, but but who's counting? But anyways, okay, now you can explain it. Omega Red, what happened? What was said there?
Go ahead.
After that was said, apparently, Billy Gunn. I don't remember what interview it was. I assume it was recently, since this is the first time I'm hearing about this. But
yes.
So apparently, he wanted to actually punch Triple H after he made the comment about AEW.
Oh, okay, I've heard this. Okay.
He legit wanted to punch him, but apparently the only reason why he didn't is because his wife calmed him down and said he shouldn't do it at the Hall of Fame.
Yes. Yeah.
Which she's not wrong, by the way, because it's like.
Yeah, especially with the whole Bret Hart thing that happened.
Yeah. I think because didn't DX get inducted after that? After that happened.
Yeah. I think. So it's like.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't the best option to have another fist fight break out.
Yeah, we really
Yeah.
do not need to see another one. Like we really didn't.
Yeah, but apparently, yeah, he said that he was so heated and he was so ready to punch Triple H in the face after he
I don't
said that.
blame him. Because I was
Bob?
pissed off too when he said that.
Why does Bob want to punch me in the face? But my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Why are you trying to beat
And
the
it wasn't
Rock?
just and it wasn't just because of the Piss and Company T-shirt reference, but on the same speech too, when they changed the whole Too Sweet thing, it was never meant to be called Too Sweet because it's supposed to be the clip word, right?
Yeah.
But it got over because the whole Blue Club thing, because it tasted the thing. Because the NWO always does the Too Sweet with the click and all that, right? So that's when Blue Club decided to with the actual permission to Kevin Nash during that time, and he gave them their blessing.
They stole it.
Yeah, of course, late they stole it. But and then recently we hear NXT crowds, going Too Sweet, woo woo, because of Finn Balor there. Now the whole woo woo is because of Marty Scurll was being part of Blue Club around that time, and
Yeah, I was wondering where
his
it
theme
came
song
from.
was woo woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Because of Marty Scurll, yeah. Because it was his theme. It was part of his theme music. So it was cool. It was good theme music too.
All right.
But yeah. I just lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah. So Triple H on that same night, when it comes to the whole, Too Sweet thing,
Mhm.
and then the whole whoop whoop. Dude, that's it. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, this is the same guy who's running NXT, his own, basically his own indie promotion of, his own WWE version of indie promotion for NXT, where he's condoning all these chants that's been going on during that time when Finn Balor was there, and and he's bringing all the indie guys, into NXT. At the time, I'm thinking to myself, why would Triple H act like? Why would Triple H say something like that? Like I was trying to figure out what's going on here. Like why is he doing this? Like what? Like it was pissing
He's
me
trying
off.
to be.
Like I was getting pissed off. Like what is this? Like what are you trying to do here?
I was trying to be funny. It was
Even that
hilarious.
I think it was funny at all. I think if I was during that time, around that time, I was starting to hate Triple H. Not because of that comment he made on Hall of Fame. I was ready to start to hate Triple H at that point. I was starting to not being a fan anymore. I was basically not caring about Triple H anymore because it was to a point where I'm done with Triple H. But I was on that year thinking to myself, why would Triple H say something like that? And then that's when John Moxley after he left, on that same year, by the way. We went on Wade Keller's podcast, said he was trying to buy the indies, basically try to kill the indies. What Moxley said. I'm like wow, so that's what Triple H is doing all this, and now he's showing his true colors and all that, but like wow, I never realized that. Like I see what he's been trying to do this whole time. He's trying to to be so he wants to be like so badly, because he over the years of burying talents and all that, and always got put himself over in the way, triple hog, triple ego, triple bit.
No, I did not bury talent. I was just getting rid of the WCW leftovers. They tried to put us out of business. I was giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Okay. So yeah, that was game. That was man, like
you loved it,
and that was good. And I go in the position he's right now. Now he said he's back, but again, what does that even mean? That he's back.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, besides that, who should not be back? And this man, want Sasha Banks and Naomi to be, especially for Sasha Banks, to be erased from WWE, because of what she did. Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
you did far way worse than what Sasha Banks did. All she did was walk out, not once but twice. But what you've done over the years of what you did, and top of that, with your bad creative. Because let's face facts, this man is not very good in creativity. He had help. He didn't do all by himself and all that.
Yes,
You
I
know,
did. Yes, I did. I created Max
he
Moon,
didn't.
damn it.
He didn't even thought of the name WrestleMania. Howard Finkel did, and he's not around anymore.
No, I made WrestleMania. Howard Finkel just announced
And,
it.
and let's not forget, this man thought that the concept of the Royal Rumble, the title itself, and the match lineup itself, he thought that was a bad idea. And we all know who came up with that idea, Pat Patterson, and he's no longer with us anymore. But he made
Okay, I'll give you
he
that.
was the
Yeah,
one.
he convinced me.
He was the brainchild. He was the brainchild behind that whole thing, where it was a great idea, and this man thought it was a dumb idea. Basically saying that right in front of him, saying that it was a dumb idea to someone tends to airing it on TV, just showcase it.
Well, I mean, he convinced me, so I was wrong. I admit I was wrong.
Now,
I'm not
as far as
perfect,
the ring, now again, this man ain't no genius. He's no creative and all that. Because if he was, we would see someone like a Ricochet getting over. We would see someone like Aleister Black still with the WWE. We would still see Keith Lee, not as Bearcat Lee in WWE. We would see other people. We would see Shinsuke Nakamura right now. Be killing it in WWE, which tends to bring in strong style in WWE. But instead, we're getting none of that. And in resistance to Cesaro, back being Claudio, he should have been something in 2014. That was the time to push him. That was the time to do something with him.
Nah, let's just have Paul Heyman talk about the streak. That
And on
sells.
top of that, man, and on top of that, how he's been booking Roman Reigns, try to the whole suffering succotash, the Beanstalk storyline, whatever,
That
and
was hilarious, wasn't it?
cock this fist and make it right up in this bitch.
Yeah, that was hilarious, wasn't it? That was funny.
No, it wasn't.
Roman's a freaking comedian. He's great.
This whole thing where he's trying to push nerve that he's the biggest babyface you're gonna cheer for, and he was doing it all wrong, which is why fans turn on him. And that I may have blamed Roman Reigns for that, because he brushed it off in a way, but at the same time I couldn't really blame him, because at the end of the day, what can you do at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, it's this stubborn piece of old fart who won't step aside from creative and let people have their own creative ideas on how to get these guys over, especially with the women's as well. I want to also add women's as well in the whole thing. So for the better of this company, which if this man really does care about this company, which I doubt he does, because pertains to everything that he's done on TV, pertains to being with these women's, and then pertains to these every promos and all that, saying that that I'm gonna kill this company, and all that, right? After looking back at that, I think so. Maybe he really does feel that way. Maybe, but maybe he thinks so. While him around, this company will not be around.
You took it way too seriously, Robert. You're reaching.
So for the sake of this company, for the sake of this company, he needs to resign from this company for it to actually be a better product this time. To be moving forward to with a new vision, new way for the WWE to be better, without this piece of shit old man around.
Yeah, I got a perfect idea. Bring man Brian Payne's matches. That'll sell.
And by the way, I'm hearing something about TV14. I heard something about TV14. That's gonna be coming back that one night.
Yeah, I heard that it's coming next week for Raw. It's gonna be TV14. Yeah, everyone was talking about it. Like the channels I follow, they were talking about it. Yeah, it's going to be TV 14. I don't know what's this going to do. The only thing I can really think of is really with the women, just like what are they going to do with that? That's only what that was the main thing I was thinking of. Is like what are they going to do with the woman TV 14? That's what I was thinking.
Pennies.
Yep, that was exactly what I was thinking. It's like I just want to see I just want to see a cat fight and like someone like they're ripping each other's clothes off. It's like, and, just have Jerry Lawler there. It's like, oh my god, puppies!
And you got Carmella involved on that Braun match because she's not going to ring anyways. So.
Oh yeah, man, you're gonna get freaking Jerry a heart attack, man. So, like, oh my god, Corey, you are such a lucky man. You get to see those puppies every day.
I mean, what can I say? Corey is a lucky man.
All right, what's the next topic?
Oh yeah, now to that all the way. My God. So next, we will get to A-Kid. A-Kid from NXT UK, who's to be coming to NXT 2.0. So we talked about him before, obviously, but the name change and all that. Oh yeah, a vignette about him. Basically, he's gonna be wrestling under a mask, or should I say, a mask.
Yeah. So yeah, he's doing vignette. I forgot exactly what he was saying, but like it pretty much showed that he's wearing a mask, and it was a cool looking mask. I thought it looked cool. Yeah, it didn't look bad. So yeah, he's gonna be a mask wrestler now. It's gonna be I guess, luchador. Which I mean, I think it's cool.
I should remember. Where's A-Kid from again?
He's from Spain.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's from Spain. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's from Spain. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be a mask wrestler, and I don't mind it. This could be cool. I think he's debuting next week. I believe so. Either next week or a few weeks. I think he's coming soon. So yeah, can't wait to see what they do with him. Yeah. In fact, let me pull up the mask, because
Where they gonna make a rant about this idea of him wearing a mask?
It looks like I'm not like making fun of it, but it kind of reminds me of the Gold Ranger from.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I first saw it, it reminded me of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Go Power Rangers!
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it. It looks like the Gold Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo.
What I think is I don't understand it. I mean, everybody already knows what he looks like without a mask.
Yeah, obviously. I haven't seen him for a while, but yeah.
Unless they want to just rebrand him as a separate wrestler, quote unquote. Not as A-Kid, but as whatever his name is now.
Yeah, it's a math word.
Yeah, if you just want to do it like that, then it's whatever. Mask. It's whatever. I don't hate it.
I like the mask. I like it.
I don't hate it, but But yeah, I hope it ends well for him. I hope they don't unmask him on his debut and say, "Oh my God, he's A-Kid!"
Oh my God, it's A-Kid!
That'd be pretty stupid if they did that. But yeah, I don't hate it. I hope it goes well.
It'd be funny. I doubt this will happen, but it'd be funny.
I think they're trying to.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, it'd be funny. I doubt they're doing. He pulled Dustin Rhodes. Is like, oh, my name is Axiom, by the way. And they had me wear this mask. It's like, He just comes out breaking character. He's just like burying the character to like
They come
wow.
out. They maybe come out here. They maybe dress up like a Power Ranger.
I I doubt they would do it, but that'd be funny. That'd be really funny. But
Yeah, well,
as you were saying, Robert,
I was gonna say, maybe they're trying to. Yeah, I was trying to say. I mean, do I sound like I'm delayed?
no, you sound fine.
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say. With him, going to the mask, I did try to recreate on their the new version of Sin Cara, but with this
Yeah, I always think
new
that's what I was
mask
thinking too.
persona, with with having a kid,
That's what I was
yeah, which
thinking.
is great. Let's see what they go with this.
Yeah. Let's just hope he doesn't botch his entrance.
Sin Kid.
All about you.
Well, watch WWE be like, you know what? He's Mexican. We're gonna make him join the Legado del Fantasma. Get it?
Get it? Because he's Latino. Right. What's the next topic? Oh, Edge.
On this day,
I see clearly. Lita is such a slut. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Edge, the rated R superstar.
you
Alright,
think you know me? You never did.
Never did. All right. So what's going on with the Ultimate Opportunist?
Going on with the rated R superstar? Or should I say the new Undertaker? What's going on with the new Undertaker?
Yeah.
The Under Edge. The Edge Taker.
Oh my. Let me see. Oh, so yeah, apparently he wasn't on board with the Judgment Day direction. I'm sure Robert has the article of it.
Oh, I see. I think I may have heard about something like that.
Yeah.
I think I actually have heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Robert mute?
I have no idea. Well, there's two of them.
What the hell? There's two Robert? Oh.
Not that one left.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, where the hell were you?
Okay. Before we move on to Edge, also when it comes to A-Kid, being repackaged and all that, which I think is great that he's being repackaged instead of having a name change like they did with Zach Gibson and James Drake.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the screenshot?
Wait, what happened?
Oh
Wait,
boy.
what happened?
I'll forward you the message if you see it on Messenger.
Okay.
I'll forward it to you. It's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
I would just say I laughed for a good 5 minutes after. It's so terrible. Would just say I laughed for a good 5 minutes after I read what I heard.
Yeah, you gotta send them together. Yeah, because I don't know anything about this.
Did you get it? The message?
Yeah.
Okay, I got. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, let me wait for it.
You read the names, didn't you?
Yeah. Just have them have just short. Just take the Zach and James of their names. Just make it Gibson and Drake. That just do that. I think it's better when they just take do that. Just shorten their names.
Gibson and Drake. That sounds like a drink.
What happened?
Gibson and Drake sounds like a name of a drink.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if it's real, but
All right.
if it is, I don't know.
But yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. The name changes.
If it is real, then yeah. But let's go.
They're gonna rename them to SpongeBob and Patrick.
But yeah,
Wow.
but back to Edge. So
Yeah.
basically, some reports at the time, were saying that reason why Edge was no longer part of the Judgment Day, the way he got kicked out is because he was not behind the idea of the Judgment Day to be being one of those type of supernatural powers type of faction. It pertains to that kind of there was Mystery of Darkness and were all the factions of
The Brood.
The Wyatt family.
as well pertains to having mystical powers like pertains to the Wyatt family, especially pertains to Bray Wyatt. Basically Edge was not a fan. Basically Edge was not a fan. Yeah. Basically Edge was not a fan of that. But with the Judgment Day, which is why, again, this is all just all reports of it. Some say, some say it is, it's because of that Edge didn't want to do that anymore, or it could be just, the other report was told and coming out, with him returning, to whatever version of Edge is going to be, with like doing all these videos of his opponents that he had history with and all that. But basically, so you could believe either one of those two, or you could believe both of them. That they need a babyface role because Kriegels is not around anymore because he's injured. Randy Orton also gone too, but that was Randy Orton was almost gone was injured after Edge got kicked out. So
Yeah.
So you could believe that they need a new babyface because Kriegels is gone. Or you can believe that that Edge was not a fan of this hook role of the Judgment Day, and he said, just say, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with this.
I kind of really believe the whole turning him babyface because since like you said Cody Rhodes is out, Randy Orton's out, and that's their top guys. So yeah, that was the main reason why I think they Judgment Day turned on Edge, so Edge could be a babyface, so they catch some baby faces. So that's what I really think. Yeah, because until Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton comes back, they need some big baby faces, and who other than Edge?
Yeah, I tell you one thing, Gargano would have made it.
Oh my God, stop!
This rebel heart got his ass kicked.
So yeah, so pertains to the Edge. Who knows what's could be in store for him? Obviously, as far as it could be against Finn Balor, or this is could be Damian Priest, but we'll see. Which is because I'm still part of have a one time come back around SummerSlam. So
yeah, he's most likely
wait,
come
is
back
it
around
SummerSlam? Oh, this one.
Yes, this month, this July 30th.
Oh, okay. That's kind of odd by the way that it's on July.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna ever be in July.
I thought it was gonna be in August.
Yeah, because it's mostly on August most of the time. So I didn't.
We just hope it wasn't as bad as last year's SummerSlam.
It makes sense. because doing this in the middle of the summer of July.
Yeah, because I always because for me, like in Georgia,
August.
like school, like it will come in August, so it wouldn't really feel like a SummerSlam to me.
Oh,
Because
you know what?
summer.
Let's have SummerSlam in January.
What? Go ahead.
It'll be Winter Slam.
Winter Slam.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Winter Slam. Yeah. So what were you saying, Robert?
Yeah, I was gonna say because August is basically like the tail end of the summer. Anyways, because we'll be going into September, which is to get close to the fall.
Yeah, I know. Like in New York, like August is you still have vacation in August. And then you go back to school in September. Yeah. Georgia is different. Like in August you that's when you come back to school. Yeah.
Since WWE is apparently they want to be edgy now. Boy,
Mm-hmm.
let's have a segment where Edge throws the whole Judgment Day into a lake.
Oh, it's pretty much full of John Cena. Okay.
But Edge does it better.
Oh my God, stop. All right. What's the next topic? Okay, Tim White. What's this? Yeah, because when I first saw it, I was like, what's this all about? About Tim White.
Oh, Tim White, the referee that recently passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, he recently passed away this year. I think it was like this month. Recently.
Yeah, I think it was this month.
Think so.
Yeah.
January, if it happened like sometime from around July. From the first week or but yeah, not just him, but also Dave Hebner as well. But it's more talk about Tim White, because do you guys remember during the time that Tim White was doing these WWE.com shows in back 2005 with Josh Matthews?
I don't actually.
I do.
No.
It's basically because after having him in the Hell in a Cell match with Jericho and Triple H, which by the way, you already know that, by the way.
Yeah, I remember that match. It was in the Judgment Day, right?
Yeah, the Hog Powers, by the way. Triple Hog and Jero Hog.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
the Hog Powers?
Yeah, that's the same night where freaking Kurt Angle got his head shaved by Edge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the hair versus hair match. Yeah.
But it was on that night where Tim White took that bump from the cell, which it really messed him up so badly that he had to not basically he couldn't referee more on that year in 2002. And then he made his return to 2004. He was all healed up and all that, right? But he made his return to and he had his Yarny, by the way. Chris Jericho once again. But it was it was Jericho versus Christian from WrestleMania 20. And apparently I didn't know at the time. Tim White got hurt. He re-injured I believe his shoulder at the time again. He made that count, Christian to win, whatever.
Okay.
And from there, that was it for his referee career. So then we fast forward a year later, which it was after the death of Eddie Guerrero, which people were upset that they did this with Tim White after Eddie Guerrero recently died.
Yeah.
Basically, they did the whole thing where Tim White was at a bar and he's being interviewed by Josh Matthews. And I believe it was at an Armageddon. It was part of an Armageddon interview at the time.
Okay.
Where he's depressed, right? He's drinking. You know that he's working at a bar. He's drinking, because he's depressed and he can't referee anymore. And basically, he pulled out a shotgun, and he's basically yes, and he basically was teasing he's gonna kill himself. So he was off screen. Josh Matthews like, wait, what are you doing? That's not wise, bro, right? And he shot himself, and you see blood spearing on top of your older Josh Matthews.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is new to me. Like what?
Yeah,
What the?
Look, by the way, look it up on YouTube. It should just probably a whole lot of video of that of Tim White. Which by the way, this was called Tim White's lunchtime suicide.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, what's that name
Yo,
about?
what the fuck?
Like, what, bro?
So when that happened, because they're doing this weekly now, where people want to, some people want to see this because they thought it was funny, because it ends up being funny and silly how they did this. So a week later, I think it was either a week later or 2 weeks ago, or whatever they did. So basically he attempted to kill himself, but he failed and shot his foot.
That sounds like something from that sounds like a freaking Adult Swim show or something like that. Like,
so they did all these other things with him, where he's eating rat poison. He had a toaster, and he's gonna basically electrocute himself in a tub. He was trying to hang himself. He hired a hitman. No, not Bret Hart. He also had a he also was season run into a big spinning fan that's gonna basically shatter his body or that. And and every time he does that, obviously pertains to him doing that, the whole fan thing, blood spearing on Josh Matthews again. And he came back, look at all bandage jumping all that, and so like what the fuck? Oh my god!
This is definitely new to me because
It was silly how they did this to and all, but it's fun. It was, and I get that people are upset with this too because why would they do this, making him do all this death scenes after Eddie Guerrero died and all that, and blah blah blah. Like Eddie Guerrero died because of a heart failure. Tim White was attempted to kill himself, so lighten up. And plus, it was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, it's like it's not the same thing. It's like I don't even know how you put that together. It's like, yeah.
But there's something with John
that's just
Matthews.
weird. Yeah, that's just weird. I've never heard that. It's like, what?
I'm surprised you never heard. I'm surprised you guys never heard about that.
I've never heard of it. Yeah, this is new to me, man.
Wow. But so basically, John Matthews, all he kept saying was just Tim White trying to do this to himself, right? Like, wait, that's not wise. That's not wise. That's not wise. That's like one of his catchphrases in WWE. That's not wise. Oh my god, what a nerd! Even back then, Josh Matthews was a fucking nerd.
What a nerd!
Nerd.
but then we get to a part where he was inviting him to a party, right? And a week later, because Tim White had an idea. So Tim White and Josh Matthews were to have a first party. It was all part of Tim White's plan. So they were drinking, whatever, and they were playing some drinking games, whatever type of games they were playing, to a point where Josh Matthews got shot by Tim White. Basically, Tim White committed murder to Josh Matthews.
What the hell, bro?
To be honest with you, I kind of wish that would happen during that time, because that would happen during 1780.
Whoa! I was going to say, whoa, like Robert, bro, it's not that serious.
I was gonna say, whoa.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like Robert, it's not that serious, bro.
I'm just kidding, but
Yeah.
I get thinking. I look at education. He's in shock.
He's like, I'm gonna spear Robert.
Like, what?
That turned. Yeah, that went to a dark turn, didn't it?
For real, like Jesus. Like,
He turned heel.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that serious. But
Yeah.
Josh Matthews, basically, Josh Matthews got killed on the show, by Tim White, and then Tim White said, "That's not very wise," and that was it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up
Dude,
because
that's
this is
dark as hell. That's not wise. I'm like, damn.
I'm gonna look that up because this is news to me, man. I'm gonna look that
Yeah.
up.
So there you go. That was Tim White's
That,
lunchtime suicide, and how they
that
ended. By the
sounds,
way, and again, it was meant to be funny. It's meant to be silly and all that, So,
mhm.
and Tim White agreed
Yeah,
to it. He actually agreed to doing it because he knew that he wasn't going to referee anymore, and someone came up with I don't know who came up with this idea. I forgot who it was, but I guarantee it wasn't this man.
dude, that
Nope.
sounds like a freaking Adult Swim freaking episode, like for real, for real.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You know, speaking of referees, do you guys remember? Does anyone remember when they had the WCW referee versus the WWE referee or WWF
Yeah, an
referee?
invasion. Yeah, an
Yes.
invasion. Yeah, I
Yes.
remember that.
You know, it sucks when that one match is better than the entirety of NXT 2.0.
Oh my, stop, bro, dude. Where did that even come from? Like, what?
What the hell?
It was random as hell. But go ahead.
You know, when see that referee versus referee feud, it just reminds me of Create a Story in 2K14.
That would, that's definitely something that would be in. Yeah, you can do it with 2K14. Just have a referee versus referee match.
Dude, I remember when I had a bunch of referees attack John Cena.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
What the hell, bro?
Yeah, it's like three. I put three referees and they beat up John Cena.
Beat up John Cena.
Oh my god.
Yep, they all turned on Cena.
What a weirdo. All right. Okay. So, yeah, that was definitely something.
But yeah.
Tim
man.
White's suicides. What the hell?
Yeah, it was a suicide. It was a lunchtime suicide thing they did with him.
Lunchtime suicide.
You know when Tim White's more entertaining than Ricochet.
That I'll agree with. Yeah, that I'll agree with. Yeah. All right. So what's the next topic?
All right. So that's been it for the WWE topics. Now let's get to some AEW topics. So let me put
the T-shirt company.
Yes, the T-shirt Percent Company.
I'm gonna buy.
Wait, what was that? Oh, no. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about Eddie Kingston.
He's fat.
Before we do, well, that's the issue. That's the issue. That's the whole point of this whole thing too. So, maybe first to say it first.
Okay.
All right.
It's Christian Cage.
Christian Cage. He's
Shout
looking.
out to Christian Cage.
He's looking for Christmas for Ricochet.
Yep.
You know what? You know what he did to Jungle Boy. You should do, I hope one day you do it to John Cena.
No.
Well, actually, Edge did that. So
You know,
Well,
it was so Christian Cage does it to Johnny Gargano if he goes to AEW.
oh no.
Oh yeah, 'cause Johnny Gargano, he does that too. Look at the fans like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
He stole my taunt.
So Eddie Kingston, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Eddie Kingston, but apparently because after his match with who was it on Rampage? Oh yeah, Takashida, Katsushida, the one versus John Moxley. I'll learn. The Japanese phenom. That's what they call him. Well, he's not much of a phenom if he's losing. So, but I
Yeah,
digress.
I don't. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing: he's more of a Japanese phenom more than Athena being the Shinam in WWE.
Yeah.
Just, you
Oh
know,
no, that's a T now, bro. No.
But anyways, but those are that match, when you saw Akis's gut, right? Because because he's out. We know he's out of shape, and he doesn't care because if it doesn't affect him of his in-ring abilities, then why does it matter, right?
Yeah.
Like with Cassius Ono or Crusader, what you want to say, with him gaining weight and he's still doing these moves, the flips that he does, but also doing
well, he
some
can't.
great wrestling
Well,
as well.
he can't do a red arrow, so now American means he's fat.
Oh yeah, the guy that
But
makes NBA jerseys. Yeah.
yeah, so that became an issue with some fans online. And I'm pretty sure this was on Twitter because what else will it be?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me.
Basically, going after Eddie Kingston because of he's out of shape, he's fat, basically fat shaming him and all that. Like, really, you're gonna talk shit about Eddie Kingston?
Oh yeah, because they were calling. Yeah, I think I've seen people calling him. Well, he's a vanilla fatty.
Ah,
Oh, he looks like
I
a
mean,
smart. Yeah, all that.
I'm not really shocked because I've seen it before, so it doesn't really shock me.
Some guy literally said, "Oh, he looks like a guy who work at Taco Bell."
and Eddie Kingston, do you think he actually cared? You really think that he's going to care about all these type of things that say to him? Because he knows he's
Yes.
out of shape. Oh, yeah, right. But because he knows he's out of shape, and he doesn't, and he said before he doesn't care. But I find it funny that that you got these fans on trying to bully, and I use that term loosely because they're trying to bully someone like Eddie Kingston. Like, really, I guarantee you, y'all guys will not even say that in front of his face because he would have kicked your asses.
No, he wouldn't because I'd be running away.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he can't
I
run,
can.
right?
Oh yeah, I can outrun him because he's too fat.
Yeah, because I can outrun him.
Oh my god. Well, but just remember how he was running, trying to grab the Eddie, CM Punk.
Oh yeah, I remember. He almost fell.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But besides that, but
Yeah.
he could run, but I don't know how fast his speed is, but he could run. But yeah, but what happened on that one episode he almost fell.
That was funny. He almost fell, bro. I was dying. But, yeah, that was funny, bro. He nearly
yeah.
fell. Hey, I'm just glad he didn't have a Titus O'Neil moment. That would have been freaking woo.
Yeah, I bet. All I'm gonna say is that it's probably the same fans who were body shaming Adam Cole last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, he's
seriously,
too skinny. He's too small.
What is with you people?
Or especially people saying, "Well, Adam Cole's so small that even I can kick his ass," or something like that.
Go find some other time to do with yourself outside social media and stop worrying about someone else's physique. I guarantee you, your physique is no better. Like, seriously, like,
Oh, my physique's better. I've been on my 100-pound life, my 600-pound life.
now when I say that,
Yeah, Taco Bell is healthy.
well, I want to know. I won't talk about that much. So, but yeah. Now I don't know. If someone else said about this. Because remember the whole thing with few fans also talking about Cole. He's not. He doesn't look like a wrestler because look at him. He's scrawny, whatever. He's skinny, fat, whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a muscular physique. Booker T is one of them. Now I don't know if he said anything about Kingston's weight, but I swear to God, if I hear something Booker T saying anything about Eddie Kingston, oh, we're gonna be talking about that.
Whoa, sucker! He's too fat. He needs to hit the gym, sucker.
Speaking of Booker T, I just found out that he actually smokes weed. I just found that out. Booker T.
He smokes weed.
Yeah, because like I was looking at this video, like wrestlers who smoke weed, and it showed Randy Orton, it showed obviously Matt Riddle, it showed RVD, it showed MVP. That actually shocked me. I didn't know MVP smoked weed, and Booker T.
Come on,
Yeah,
man. Weed to life. Come on now.
Right, he probably was putting the joint at the time with RVD with their tattoo.
yeah, that's probably why they became. Oh, you know what? Now it makes sense why freaking Randy Orton's with Matt Riddle. It makes sense.
Ah,
RK Bro
Matt
and
Riddle,
RVD.
yeah, Matt Riddle had that stash, and he's like, you know what? You're all right, kid.
Well, guess what, Randy? We're gonna smoke weed.
We're gonna smoke all day, bro. Yeah, you're definitely gonna hear voices in your head.
Yep.
oh yeah, that was the whole deal with A. Kingston.
By the way, before we go along, hashtag Weed Lives Matter.
Oh no, please
weed,
no,
weed lives matter.
no,
Hashtag 420.
no.
Yes.
So then we get to Chris Jericho.
All right, the
Let me
wizard.
Break the hogs down.
Let me first talk about with Jericho, of his 5 minutes, or
The pain
to me,
maker.
or to me, it felt like it was more than 5 minutes of appearing on TV, hogging once again the spotlight and the time where it should have been someone else.
Come on, he's a young talent, man. He's the future of AEW. Come on.
Young talent and what?
Jericho, it's also of that ball spot.
Watch someone gonna be. I get a feeling someone's gonna watch me and watch someone's gonna be like, "Well, you're not gonna say anything about CM Punk hogging time."
But here's the thing with CM Punk, he's barely on, and not because he's hurt right now, but sometimes he's barely on.
Yeah, because no one wants to see him.
Yeah, you're right. No one wants to see Cena, but anyway.
And Punk was gone for 7 years, so oh god, what the?
yeah, he should have stayed gone.
And it's Chris Cage. And it's Chris Cage for those time 7 years passing that he's trying to find CM Punk until finally he saw him. Oh, there he is. But anyways, but yeah, but the reason I brought this up with Jericho, hogging the spotlight again for that long, just because he wants to bring back the Painmaker against for the ball wire match. I guess in a way it makes sense, but at the same time, I don't care. I don't care about Jericho anymore. Get him off my fucking TV.
Nah, you'll
and then
miss him.
It gets him. And then it gets him backstage. Say, give him, they want me to go 5 seconds, but yeah, you give Chris Jericho 5 minutes. And I said, so thank you. There's someone who deserves more TV time. A. Kingston. I'd rather listen to A. Kingston talk more than Jericho. Just say something about some clever lines like Danhausen curse, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was the best promo of the year.
As soon as I heard that, I said to myself, and that's what I did on the watch along. But yeah, that's heard of the loud, TV. That was, and I decided to go mute. That's how I felt about Jericho's promo.
Nah, it was so good that you couldn't handle it because it was that good. You had to mute it. You had to like really soak it in.
You're like, you're like, you know what? This is better than any Ricochet promo that's ever been cut.
Well, that's not saying much.
That's not really saying much.
Yeah,
this is better than any Cena promo that's ever been cut.
Oh.
Okay, now you're lying to me. Now we're lying.
I'll think about saying Charlotte Flair because your heart promo was good.
Yeah. Because their promos are. Ugh.
You know what's funny? You can put Hook and Ricochet in a promo battle, and Hook would automatically win because he wouldn't have to say anything. Ricochet would just make a fool of himself.
Yeah, he would just say, "You ugly."
Oh god.
He would probably call Hook ugly, something like that.
I'll never forget that. But
Yeah,
anyways, that was one of the other things that I was talking about Christopher Hogg. Another thing I want to talk about with Christopher Hogg. Apparently, he doesn't like the word botch.
no, he doesn't.
No, he hates the word botch, even though that's been around since the 80s.
Been around for
And
a
on top
while.
of that,
Hmm?
and on top of that, Jericho, I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously he is. He's been on a lot of botchamanias,
Especially
one with,
when he slipped.
Oh
and
yeah,
the one with,
yeah.
and the one, yeah, and the one where Orton's going to go for RKO and Jericho. Jericho decided, to
Oh,
have a
I know
break
he's talking
part.
about.
Yeah, he still had to watch Jericho on Flair, and Orton basically, you know, took a bump on his own, and Jericho like a Jericho Hog idiot, stupid idiot.
This, I was about to say, stupid idiot.
Or had to run the ropes again, and also Jericho takes the RKO. At the time while I was watching, I was saying, so what the fuck was that? Like, wait a minute, you knew he was coming, like you knew he was, and then he, like, what the fuck was that?
It was
It
a
was great.
glitch.
It was greatness. That's what it was.
It was
No,
just a glitch, Robert.
it was bad. It was bad for TV, especially his run that Raw.
It was a glitch, Robert. Come on. You know how 2K is.
It's 2K, and there was no W2K at that time either.
Okay, you know how SmackDown versus Raw is. There's some glitches sometimes.
Holy, like I couldn't believe that. Like holy shit, like that. But
I can't
so
believe you done this.
That he still. Go ahead.
and here's another botch I want to mention too. In W, where he could have had a Hayabusa before there was a Hayabusa spot. When Hayabusa in 2001, I think it was around that year, where the moonsault and he would back his head. Well, during that time, there's W that could happen with Jericho, except Kurt Hennig saved his life. So basically,
Okay.
he turned that botch into a reverse counter in a way, which it looks great how Purpose did it because again Purpose saved his life from there because Jericho would had his career ended right there, that's before his very eyes.
Mm.
Oh boy, that would have not been good if that happened.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have to listen to Jericho.
During that time, I kind of wish that I'm just kidding.
I was like, whoa, okay, man.
Like, dude.
But anyways, so basically Jericho was on Twitter. I think he was on Twitter talking about this. People, basically was saying, yeah, he was saying this, that he doesn't like the word botch and all that in wrestling, and he's being, he's basically being so sensitive about it, and saying, what, if, will you say that about someone in hockey doing that? And I said, wait, that's not the same thing. What are you talking about? Like, he was going on a sissy, sensitive tirade. Like, dude, what's your fucking problem?
I don't like the word botch,
Holy shit! Like,
the botch.
He's like, I had too much of the bubbly, so I don't know what I'm speaking of.
It made me depressed.
Holy shit, man! Like he gets too sensitive. He gets too sensitive about everything. But then again, this is Jericho talking about who blocked me because I was boycotting our Rampage because I don't want to hear him on commentary anymore.
Well, I mean, Robert, that's come on, Robert. Come on, it's your fault, Robert. Come on.
Well, by the way, thank God they finally got rid of him because the way they're doing this right now with commentary, with Jerry Ross appearing an hour on the second hour for Dynamite, and then the rest of the hour for Rampage, which is recording Rampage for Friday, where there's no need for Jericho there. Like, good, thank God.
Nah, we need Jericho, man. He's great on commentary. He brings the ratings, man. Come on.
Hey, maybe she has a Paymaker commentate
Yeah, have the Painmaker commentate. Yeah, that'd be great.
Gee. But yeah, so yeah, and also let's also keep in mind this is the same Jericho who blocked MVP at one point because some kind
MVP.
of yeah they had some kind of confrontation at one point. Jericho basically was calling him, you know, a jobber or whatever. I can't remember.
Oh wow.
I don't know. MVP was on Twitter saying there was some there was something that happened with him and Jericho that was being confronted or whatever. I can't remember who else was there too, but Jericho was being so sensitive and being an asshole. Basically calling MVP a jobber and all that to a point where he decided to block MVP and like what the fuck is wrong with you? Now,
Nah,
now you're blocking wrestlers.
he was just being a heel. Come on.
MVP's a heel too. What the?
Hey, heels block other heels. It happens.
What the fuck? I don't know what's going on with Jericho as of late. I don't know if he's. I actually I do. He's out of touch. He's getting out of touch at this point.
Maybe it's his old age. All right. Well, you know, Robert, I think it's time for you to put him in a retirement home. Come on, Jericho. Time to go to your Judas Effect retirement home.
Jeez.
Back in my day, I broke the walls down.
You know, I can't watch the walls were crushed on it.
Robert.
Back in my day, I was known as the Lionheart.
Yeah, that's nice.
But there you go. That's enough for Gerald Hog now because I'm tired of talking about Gerald Hog until we get to next week second week of Firefest.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. The Painmaker versus Eddie Kingston. Yeah, I can't wait for the Painmaker to win.
Which, by the way, the Painmaker is undefeated. That's what they're saying. He's undefeated, even though the Painmaker had 2 appearances and only had 2 matches and won 2 of those 2 matches.
Yeah, he's undefeated. Yeah, he used to have an undefeated streak.
But he's undefeated. Okay.
The Painmaker.
And do you remember his first opponent was?
Kenny Omega.
I don't want to.
No.
You're talking about the Painmaker gimmick, or are you talking about the?
Yeah, Painmaker.
Yeah, wasn't it Kenny Omega?
Darby Allin.
Were you talking about AEW or New Japan?
Yeah, AEW.
Oh,
yeah, right.
I think it was Kenny Omega, wasn't it?
In New Japan, probably.
In Japan, yeah.
Yeah. But I forgot it. He actually is Darby Allin as the Painmaker. Because I was thinking of someone else.
I thought the Painmaker was made because he was going against Okada because Okada comes with the Rainmaker, and that's when he decided to come with the Painmaker.
I mean, what would have made for an interesting match?
Oh yeah,
the Painmaker versus the Rainmaker.
Yeah, basically. Based on AEW, which is to him being Painmaker, when he was the champion, and he beat Darby Allin, and then he was a Painmaker again. This time with Nick Gage.
I try to forget about that.
Gee.
Actually,
that was
Go ahead.
What happened?
Yeah, I was gonna say with Nick Gage, that's been one of their matches with Jericho. They're not saying much.
Nick Gage just sucks.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't
he
look
sucks.
at.
Yeah, obviously, he does suck.
He looks like a freaking.
It's one of those matches you look at it and I'm like, is it just me or is Jericho just carrying him throughout the whole match?
Yeah.
He couldn't do a suplex right.
Dude, if it doesn't involve pizza slicers, you don't know what
you can't do a suplex. You know.
You know, all I'm gonna say is put Nick Gage
in. Suplex, at this point,
I was good. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you can't do a suplex in pro wrestling, then you definitely suck in pro wrestling in general. Like,
All I'm gonna say is like, imagine if he goes to NXT, they take away his pizza card, take away his death matches and all that. Oh boy, that'd be a recipe for disaster. He'd be a worse wrestler than the Last Legend.
Oh yeah.
oh god.
You know,
I
I think that's
wouldn't.
the only reason why he does the death matches and the pizza cards, because he knows he's a terrible wrestler if he doesn't have them.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, his
Yeah,
brother
because
was a better wrestler. And he's not even
yeah,
here. He's not with no more.
freaking Nick Gage
And he actually looks like a wrestler too.
sucks.
Boy, imagine Nick
Yes.
Gage in the ECW arena with no pizza cutter, no death matches. People would be like, "Chase the channel" when he's wrestling.
But there you go. So then we get to pertains to Proud and Powerful, which there is no more Proud and Powerful because the whole
Yeah, I heard they're having some issues. They're having
it
some
was just
issues.
Santana Ortiz. They're having some issues. What the issue is? Don't know. I mean, if they want to talk about it, one of those two, they're free to talk about it. But pertains to what's going on with those two, apparently they don't want to be around each other no more. So with Santana's after he got injured in the match, and apparently he's going to be leaving too. He's not going to basically resign with AEW, so he could be going elsewhere after whenever he's healed up from his injury that he has. But the big issue is that what really talks about this is that they never became tag team champions in AEW.
Yes, Young Bucks' fault.
Yes, I agree. And also Jerry Hall.
Oh god.
The Young Hogs and Jerry Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So Ortiz was going to stick around. Ortiz will stick around. But Santana, he's going to be gone. Which is going to be a shame. And he's going to be leaving. Where we end up? Who knows where he's going to end up?
I could probably see him in Impact or AAA, maybe.
If he goes to Impact, great. I hope he does. Start fresh there again. Because even during that time when he was in Impact, I always thought of him being the best the breakout single star. If they were ever want to break those two guys up,
Yeah.
So we'll see if he ends up going there. But again, we'll find out how if more updates of his injury. Because again, and that's another thing too. The fact that you could be gone from AW, and the last thing to remember about Santana is that he when he got into the match of Blingus very early, he got hurt and he couldn't even do much in the match, and which sucked.
Yeah.
Sucks for him. Sucks for him. But the match result was always, my God, insane. But
Next topic.
yeah, I'm much to say about that. Yeah, unless you have anything to say about that Omega Red.
Nah, it just sucks. It kind of sucks that their real life issues kind of affected how they perform on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, who knows what happened between the two.
I did it for the proud. I did it for the powerful.
I did it for LAX. I did it for the LWO.
LWO. All right, so we're going to go more on Christian Cage about Brian Pillman, because I still can't get over the fact that he said that Brian Pillman was average at best.
I didn't really see it as much. I thought it was
because
just him just being a heel. I don't really think it.
I get it too now, but to think about the reason why he said that too, because he never became world champion, but meanwhile he became world champion. And asked himself, yeah, well, guess what, Christian Cage, when you were a babyface, you were your babyface run was also but average at best as well while you was world champion. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it pertains to people that's pertains to trying to get behind Christian Cage or Christian or pertains to being a babyface. Some people don't find that appealing of him because some may think he's boring because of being babyface. Some things uh uh you know it's one of those type of things they think about with him being a babyface because he's his best work is a heel. Which it is his best work is as a heel. Not saying his best work not saying his worst work is him as a babyface. But some people are don't find that film. Me, I don't care because and then Christian Cage he's always going to be my personal favorite if he is a babyface or a heel. But since if you ask me which um persona I would prefer more, him being a heel because that is one of his best work. But the fact that he said that about Brian Pillman, average at best, even though Brian Pillman would have mocked the flow with him, during this time, just or because he was never world champion. Well, guess what? Brian Pillman would have been world champion, but like in his position, they held him back. But at least with Christian Cage, when he went elsewhere, he did become world champion from other companies. Well, I would say only in TNA, but I digress.
What's a
But in
TNA?
WWE, he did end up being world champion, um, but then it was taken away from him, the way in a shitty way. Yes.
Yep, because they took it away. Yeah, they took away his championship for Randy
So yeah,
Orton.
man.
I do remember Christian
Yeah.
was well, wasn't he a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion in WWE or something like that?
Yeah, he was.
Watch, I'm going to be like, oh well, the Miz beat him.
All right.
Oh wait, was that it for Christian Cage?
Yep, that was it. Unless you got anything to say about on that promo.
No, I don't.
All right.
Who's snoring?
So then we get to I don't know. Who's snoring?
Wake up, Jalen. John Cena's here.
Well, I'm find it right now.
Wake up, CJ. AEW went bankrupt. I guess they're both asleep. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Okay. Let me try to find out who was snoring. I think it was Jalen. Wow. All right.
Jalen fell asleep.
Hopefully he wakes back up. We'll see. But next is about NJ. Pertains to the promo that she cut. I mean, not promo. Well, the interaction I should say with Ty Conti and NJ after her match against Serenity, where Ty Conti is basically rubbing her face over of losing, whatever, right? And then NJ's like, well, at least I didn't slam Ruby Soho's arm the band or whatever. That's so that's the best comment you could come up with. And then Taika says, yeah, what you why did that? Because that gave me more TV time. And that's some women. So in order for Angela to get TV time, she's got to do something like that.
Apparently, according to her.
So, are you? My God. So yeah, Anna J. That's why she's not on TV because she's not like a Time Conti, which tends to pushing the envelope in a way, right?
Apparently. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh my God! Like,
I guess for the order to be in TV, I guess she has to. Anna Jay should attack.
basically.
Anna Jay should attack John Moxley or something. I don't know.
Oh no, man, that sounds so silly. Just like that's the story they're going with. With Anna J. Because she's not on TV that much because she's not you know showing on the main side, whatever, or main street, whatever. I mean, she could. The problem is, they haven't been doing that lately with her.
Nope, they haven't.
But hopefully, maybe this will turn around for her. Hopefully, this is I'll see planning where she will eventually get away from the Dark Order. Because to me, at this point, the Dark Order should not be your thing anymore. At this point, there should be no point Dark Order. There's no more Stu Grayson. There's no more 5. Which Alan Angels, and unfortunately, there's no more Brody Lee because let's his face back. Brody Lee made the Dark Order was with him coming in 2020 with the NBA ED Exalted one.
Yeah, him being the exiled one.
So yeah, hopefully we get something done here with Energy where she's leaves the Dark Order and then branch on her own. Because I do not want her to be with Ed Jericho's Appreciation Society with Ty Conti. That's what's going to be. That's what's going to happen if that is happening. And I see. And I see that they're trying to do here too. Especially Jura Hog here. To get me like in the faction with energy, and they're like, no, it's gonna make me turn against her too.
Come on, the Jericho Appreciation Society is better than the Inner Circle. Come on now.
That was even the third time where they tried to push him too. It was more of him than it was with Santana Ortiz.
Yep. But then again, AEW recently has been like, what's an Inner Circle? Apparently, the Inner Circle never existed.
Yeah, at this point now, since Santana Ortiz are having issues.
Yep.
But then we move on to AEW. With something with Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm being a tag team of Thunderstorm. We see Britt Baker and Jimmy Hayter doing some tag teams. Obviously because they've been paired together since almost a year ago at this point. And they will do some recent tag teams with Mercedes Martinez and Serenity, but that ended. That was just build up for the match for our Ring of Honor's for his honor. And maybe with Anna Jay, if she does leave Dark Order with Ty Conti, to once again do the whole J Ty or Ty J were attacking, they were calling each other. I think they may be doing something with where they're gonna introduce somewhere down the line the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. I don't know if that's why they're doing this. Why they it's will lead to this will lead to why they're booking Thunder Rose right now, and or since her being the AEW Women's World Champion, where basically they're not I guess they're not happy with her being the champion, whatever, or you're not happy with everything that's I don't know. It's well to me. I think it's more than the person being not happy because they're not doing much with her. Being a champion versus not giving her a story for these women. Just having big matches.
I mean, they do introduce the tag team championship for the women's division AEW. I mean, they can just give it to Hook and Danhausen. There you go.
God.
Nah, no. If they do that, they should give it to the baddies. Here, Hogan,
I'll be
and yeah, there you go. Then they can have all the baddies members as champions.
And the thing is, Rebel is out of injury. I don't know what injury she had, but she's out of injury, which is why you had the interim baddie in Layla Gray involved as well.
Yep.
So, and also, where Britt Baker confronted Thunder Rosa backstage pertains to facing the thunderstorm, right? Alongside with Jimmy Hater. I didn't think this was the first, but when Britt Baker had that sandbag and she handed it to Tony Schiavone. Basically, it was reference to Thunder Rosa and Maria Shafir. The whole the whole thing with Thunder Rosa, people were saying online that Thunder Rosa sandbag Maria Shafir.
Oh yeah.
And that was a reference, which is to Thunder Rosa and particular to Thunder Rosa, I should say. The whole sandbag thing, like at first I think at first what the hell is this? Oh, it wasn't like, and then later on, that's when I realized, oh, I get it. I get it. See, the Britt Baker, she can be clever. She's actually doing some clever things. Pertains to her promos. I get more behind that with her than Chris Jericho nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from someone from me that I never liked it her at first.
For real.
I always said, I don't get it. I don't get her. I don't understand why they're pushing her. Like she's not appealing to me and all that. But she, got she won me over later on.
Yep, it did.
So yeah, but yeah, we'll see what AEW does. If that's going to lead to a tag team title being introduced for the women's. I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be way better than WWE's women's tag team titles booking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They don't give two fucks about that.
I think the Knockouts tag team championships were better booked than the WWE women's tag team titles. You're
right. They're hurt too. Despite having the influence there of Masseray and Tina Dashwood. But whatever. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. I think that was just for AEW there, right? Let me see.
Might have been.
Okay, yeah, that was it for the but a little more pertains to the baddies, because apparently, I guess what pertains to Athena is gonna be getting a shot someone down the line against Jane Cargill. No. First of all, no. I don't know.
First of all, I think should happen. I think it'd be pretty cool if they did a storyline of Jade Cargill versus Thunder Rosa winner take all match, and have Jade win the match.
Yeah, that could be something. All right.
I mean, you already know once she loses that TBS championship, she's eventually going to get the women's championship down the line.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing too, because you think you would have her be undefeated for that one, but you gotta find a way to her to lose that belt while getting pinned, and there's a way to do it. But
Triple threat.
the question is, yes,
You do a triple threat match, fatal 4-way, a blood and guts match.
Yeah, nah, that but if anything, maybe they've had them be in a ladder match to grab the belt, I guess. But then again, if you try to book a ladder match for that, they want you know what's gonna happen with that one. They're going to have to do, oh, you gotta do this spot, you gotta do that spot. Oh, remember this spot. We gotta remember to do this spot. Oh, do this, all these spots, and it's gonna ruin the match.
Yep.
So yeah, let's scratch that. Let's forget about the ladder match because it's a bad idea, especially what happened. The women's money.
It could be a steel cage match where the person just escapes the cage instead.
Yeah, they could do that. I don't know why they want to do that. Escape the cage to win.
Yep.
And I get it. It's old school wrestling, type of thing. So. But there you go. Now, what we're gonna do right now is talk about the lineup for Ring of Honor. For this honor. Oh yeah, definitely before this honor, I should say. So hold on a second. Let me first do this because now Ring of Honor's got a new logo.
Yep. Looks like the original logo.
Yeah, it kind of does, in a way. Which I actually like it. I like how it looks. Yeah, very similar to the old. Very similar to the old one. Yeah.
Pretty much, Ring of Honor went through a whole rebranding.
Hey, you got to, after, pertains to that logo they had when Sinclair was running it. They want to move away from that and just do Tony Khan's era of it now.
Yep.
And I already got t-shirts out too of it. Actually for personal tees. All right, so there we go.
I heard Tony Khan said he wanted to use Ring of Honor as like as a developmental territory for some AEW wrestlers. I heard.
To me, I don't think it should be. Especially when you go which by the way I got rid of to by the way chance to who's come back to Ring of Honor. Which I got bring up the point where it pertains to defeating the purpose of what's going on with Impact Wrestling. So, Ring of Honor should not be developmental. It should be its own thing. Pertains to if Tony Khan still wants to have some influence to run it as well, that's fine because he bought the company, for where it could have been dead. But you also had Delirious being involved as well, to be in charge of it, even more Regal to be in charge of it, and with someone coming back to Ring of Honor to be in charge of the women's roster of Ring of Honor. The return to be back in that position from before, Maria Kanellis.
Oh yeah.
Now, I'm not against the idea because she is has some influence pertains to women's the women's roster for Ring of Honor pertains to the whole women's world championship tournament with Roxy as being the champion, which was a very very I never thought she was gonna be champion. Never, and she was not even my idea to be champion, but the fact that they put a lot of praise on her over Maria Kanellis and being fully behind her to be the champion, and she drive and made it great. Maria Kanellis was behind that was on that whole thing with with the women's roster and Ring of Honor. But with that being said, now the fact that I'm putting her over, which is her being back in Ring of Honor, and be back to be in charge of the women's roster. This defeat the fucking purpose of Impact Wrestling of having Honor No More there with Maria Kanellis managing them. But the whole point is wasn't the whole point of Honor No More is because there's no more honor, and now you have Maria Kanellis, you're back with Ring of Honor, which is all about honor.
I mean, once again, what's the TNA?
Well, there's no point of Honor No More at this point. What the? And on top of that, now I didn't get you. I haven't got far enough to to against all odds because I'm in the middle of watching it. But I think they have PCO kicked out. I don't know if they did or not, but they basically it was teaching kicking out your PCO, which by the way good because PCO, to be honest, he should not have been part of that faction in the first place because character wise, him being the Frankenstein, the Canadian French Frankenstein, makes no sense of him being in that Arnold Moore thing anyway because his character supposed to be doing whatever the hell he wants because he's a monster. He should be his own man. And yes, I remember on him being on part of Infinite Enterprise with Marty Squirrel and Early King. That's whatever. Because at least for that whole thing, he was had to be he was a monster type of villain. But but since your three face role, because Marty Squirrel was over that under those times. So yeah, I don't know, man. This is why I can't get behind Arnold No More in Impact Wrestling. Because what's the purpose of them at this point now? They won their match a while back with them being part of Impact Wrestling now. So what's the purpose of Arnold No More of them still sticking around being this faction where there is no more honor? There's no honor, and so I guess it's not. I guess it has nothing to do with honor. It has nothing to do with Impact Wrestling because there's no more honor in Impact Wrestling.
Come on, they just want to recreate Retribution. Come on now.
They're not even that. I mean, they had a better debut than Retribution did. I'll say that. But whatever.
Come on, they want to be the new Undisputed Era.
Well, Undisputed Era did better. So, I digress. But anyways, but besides all that, we're gonna get to the lineup. Honors. Before it's honor, I should say. So let me pull it up. Oh, and by the way, before I move on, I just want to say where it pertains to Honor No More, because again, where it pertains to the purpose of them being there in Impact Wrestling, because of this whole thing where there is no more honor because they Ring of Honor, they believe in honor, which is the Ring of Honor, and the fact that Maria Kanellis is back in the Ring of Honor, but shows that there is some honor in Maria Kanellis, that she decided to go back to the Ring of Honor, and yet she's also not touches, but this whole Arnold Moore stuff, in Impact Wrestling, and you expect me to believe that there is no more honor in you? Wrong answer.
Hmm.
All right, CJ. Thanks for joining, though. You were on the pyramids.
Yeah, see
But
you, man.
anyways, yeah. I can't feel back to being ready to get to say much. I don't know if he was busy or whatever, but well, maybe next time. All right, so let's get to the lineups of how the card looks so far for before this honor of 2022 from July 23rd, 2022, which is gonna be next week. Yeah, they're gonna be in Massachusetts at the Tosakis Center. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but whatever. So here are the matches so far that are on lineup. Oh, Jonathan Gresham will defend his Ring of Honor World Championship title against Claudio Castagnoli.
Sweet.
Claudio Castagnoli is getting a title shot against Jonathan Gresham.
Well, we gotta see how this turns out.
Oh my God, this is great. This is crazy. Now, there was not very much of a build up here though. Why why Claudio's getting a title shot against Jonathan Gresham?
Because he got one, that's why.
I mean, Claudio has done a lot in Ring Honor those times, so maybe this is on their way to finally give him that break. So
Will
now
he
I'm
need a
gonna do
push?
it. Yeah, yeah. I put the secret match though. I believe this could be a great main event match between those two, especially with their ring abilities.
Yep. It's like
Um,
the TV championship, right?
I don't know the world title that Jonathan Gresham is. The TV title
The world title. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know why. Why was I
the
thinking
TV.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking the TV championship.
But we'll get to the TV title though, because I got a lot to say about that. Um, but another match that was built up, more that is going to build up. That did get built up, I should say, more than Johnny Gresham and Carl Castagnoli. Because again, this came out of nowhere. I didn't know this was going to happen. And meaning, and John Gresham has a chance to TV standards. Now, obviously, we know he didn't lose to Lee Moriarty on Rampage, which is gonna be later on.
Yep.
But it's whatever. And then talk about Leo Moriarty. What's he going to deserve that title shot? But I digress. But I guess they're going to do something on TV on that Rampage show of why basically since seeing this, I'm pretty sure Claudio Castagnoli confronted him because now that Johnny Gresham is a heel. Which, by the way, I feel bad for Brian Cage. By the way, he probably did get some why. Because after Brian Cage re-signed with AEW by Tony Khan, he was surprised that they resigned him. And with him being part of Ring of Honor with Tully Blanchard, this whole Tully Blanchard enterprise, where people are saying, "Oh, he's gonna become the next AEW Ring of Honor World Champion." He's gonna become the Ring of Honor World Champion. Nope, because they had Johnny Gresham turn last week on Lee Moriarty to join along with Tully Blanchard's faction, which defeats the purpose of Brian Cage going to the world title now because you've let him up to be someone to be reckoned with in Ring of Honor, and yet you got Johnny Gresham, who's your world champion of Ring of Honor, part of that faction. wow, Tony Khan. What I don't know what's going on with him and Brian Cage, but for a reason, Tony Khan is not does not give a fuck about Brian Cage.
No, they do not. Sadly,
So that's what I feel bad for. Yeah, that's what I feel bad for Brian Cage, because here you thought he's gonna become a future world champion in Ring of Honor, and then that they get taken away from him because Johnny Gresham joins the faction too. Unbelievable. But anyways, so then yeah, as I was trying to say, Marisha Michelle Martinez, I should say, defends the Ring of Honor World Women's Championship title against Trinity. That should be a fun match. And it would have been that up because they were teamed up at one point a few times, and then that ended because Trinity had enough of Michelle Martinez, and now we're gonna get to these two wrestling each other at Ring of Honor for the Women's World title. It should be a fun match. Another match that's gonna be people are gonna be spending money for, most likely, is FTR versus the Briscoes once again for the Ring of Honor World Tag titles. This time FTR will be defending it against the Briscoes. That's gonna be something. In fact, it's not gonna be something. It's gonna be huge. I guarantee you, the second match is gonna be right up there with the first match. Then we do the pure wrestling rules for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship with Wheeler Yuta, the champion, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, against Dan Garcia from the Jera Hog Club. So yeah, that's gonna be that match. And the main event, I think this is gonna be the main event. This has been built a lot more than what they're doing with Jonathan Gresham, being world champion for Ring of Honor. And it's gonna be Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Great Khali 2.0, and Summer Singh, or how do you say his name is, versus the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe. And all I gotta say with this, pertains to Jay Lethal being booked on TV, which is having him just cutting promos and not having him wrestle during those times too. And I mean, other people say, well, you gotta watch Dark. Even if he was wrestling on Dark, fuck AEW Dark. I don't care to watch AEW Dark. I don't care to watch AEW Dark Elevations. I don't care about watching those shows because they don't mean shit at the end of the day. It doesn't mean shit, period. You have these commentators, like as Tom was saying, oh, they collected wins on Dark, and now they're on TV, just to get on this shot, and to be on TV, because they're going to be building up momentum to go after this wrestler, for this belt and whatever, and have you like, no one watches Dark to care to give a shit about that. It's all about what you done for me lately on TV, not what you done for me lately on YouTube. So that's my part about that. All right. But at the same time, they're doing this match. This part will be the real main event. it's just to do a lot more than the Ring of Honor World Championship title match between Claudio Castagnoli and Johnny Gresham. But then again, you was into a world title match that has to be the main event to for a pay-per-view. Nothing against Samoa Joe and Jelito, especially Jelito, but the main event should be the world title match between Johnny Gresham and Claudio Castagnoli, where you could give Claudio Castagnoli that uh big feel moment of him being a world champion at the company that he came from, at Ring of Honor. I mean, he came from Stu, but he was best well known in Ring of Honor as Claudio Castagnoli, especially with his time with Chris Hero when they were the King of Wrestling, the Kings of Wrestling, I should say. So I think that's what's happened with Cesaro becoming the new Ring of Honor World Champion, which I think is going to be great for him, especially with him being in the Blackpool Combat Club with John Moxley, who is the interim AEW World Champion. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. I didn't mention this. I didn't realize during that time, watching along with the rest of the panel of Dynamite's Fighter Fest Week 1, was that it was not for the title between Moxley defending the interim AEW World title to against Takushita. Again, I'll learn his name because this guy's just gonna be something to look at in AEW once his DDT on wrestling contract is comes to an end, whatever. I don't know if it's coming around in the end this year, whatever. But I think he should leave that company because to be honest with you, DDT on wrestling is to me it's not important in Japan. It doesn't mean shit. It's not. It's a joke promotion. Let's call it. It's a joke promotion that no one should even give a shit about. But you have some talents there coming from there, like Kenny Omega, and Kazuchika. And you have some few others that came from there as well. That could be a lot better than that company. Just like I feel like pertains to Ali Catch, who's in Game Changer Wrestling, which I call garbage championship wrestling. That she should be doing a lot better than in that promotion. Because I think she's got potential as a wrestler elsewhere. But besides all that, Claudio, I think he's going to become world champion. Hopefully that does is happening. That way we have Brian Cage, to get a shot at the world title, against after Claudio Castagnoli, somewhere down the line. Hopefully that's happening. And if that's and by the way, if that does happen, well, what's the point of John Gresham turning on Lee Moriarty to join Toy Fletcher's faction, the Toy Fletcher Enterprise, just for him to go into this pay-per-view and lose to Claudio Castagnoli, and then Brian Cage has to take the belt off of Claudio Castagnoli, and then he hasn't been the champ. Brian Cage hasn't been the champion, and Johnny Gresham will be looking all upset that I joined faction for nothing, and I'm not a champion, but this guy is. Yeah. But besides that, again, if Claudio does win and becomes the Ring of Honor World Champion, then Claudio Castagnoli, alongside John Moxley, who will be the world champions from two different promotions. Moxley from AEW and Claudio Castagnoli from Ring of Honor. Even though they're both part of the same company, because Tony Khan owns both of them. But you get to my point. To me, I look at Ring of Honor as being its own company because of their logo and all. I don't want to see them as a developmental. I really don't, because Ring of Honor is better than that. And Tony Khan should not have Ring of Honor be a developmental. Just to prove their AEW talent, your up and coming future talents. So that Ring of Honor be its own thing, like it has been for years. AW, yeah, as has it always been. Well, for the last 3 years, to be his own fan as well. So that's just me. Well, folks, there's not much to say here. That's gonna basically be it for now. We had CJ leaving. You had you know Jalen falling asleep, and then you had Omega Red falling asleep too as well. So we're gonna call it from here, and I'll talk that no one else show up too. Pertains to some other topics to talk about, and pertains to some pop cultures and whatever have you. And also we're try to have to do some fun topics too, but nope, that wasn't the case at all. So whatever. Yeah. So the best we did give you out was how the show opened up with the last episode of episode 6 for being the asylum, which I don't know how that ends up being gone, whatever. But that it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, like again, don't know how that happened unless I was drunk during that time and I did it by accident. But other than that, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what could happen there. Who knows what will happen with that episode? But it just ends up being that will end up being the last episode. Which is to come up for this episode of episode 8 of being the asylum. Which, by the way, we changed the logo of the Ring of Honor um for the 8 ball quarter pocket. There you go. Because this is episode 8, but again, this is episode 6. That will remain as the last episode. Two, I decided to remember what was talked about on that show, so I could redo that one. This time with just with me. So I could that way, you know, to get things moving and all that, and because it's unfortunate that that episode is gone. But anyways, it also pertains to again, I can't believe that he's gone. Marcus James Bryant, who's a wrestling fan. It really does sucks that he's gone. We could have bonded a lot just talking about wrestling and all that. But at the end of the day, life goes on, and I want to do this picture for you guys to see. The favorite jacket that he wore when I went to the funeral. I noticed when they was showing some video monologue, video of tribute, I guess to say, because of his passing. This jacket that I know that knows of him wearing all the time, and come from me who loves jackets. I thought this was a pretty cool jacket that he wore. All right, here we go. It's good. I'm gonna show right now, guys. So yeah, this is him, by the way. Very unfortunate that he's gone. Well, he was not a fan of that spinner belt, but again, I don't know if he was a fan of Cena, but what I heard from the family, he was not a fan of the spinner belt at all. Which shows you that he was a fan of old school pro wrestling, old school championship belts, like the Wayne Engel belt that he once held, that he still got. Now I don't know if they put him within his grave, but here's the thing too. I didn't get a chance to mention this too, but I gave my Shinsuke Nakamura red vest. The strong style has arrived. From the reach.com back in 2017. And I gave it to the family for they could place it with put it give it to him. Maybe put it in his coffin, whatever, along with my black fedora hat, which I had two of them. So I like maybe give one of them. For a nice touch. And I had a Dino's one wheel black T-shirt to give to him as well, to bury alongside with him. But basically, what seems to him being a pro wrestling fan, WWE fan. Obviously, what seems to growing up watching WWF, WWE. But since I'm watching WWE, and all that, I placed my Shinsuke Nakamura red Inspire Michael Jackson type of jacket with him, to show my gratitude, my respects, and to show a fallen brother of ours in the world of pro wrestling, which is a person fan like him, that what I regret is that I'm sorry that we didn't get to bond as often at work, especially when it comes to loving the things that we had in common, pro wrestling, old school pro wrestling, and I'm sorry that you're gone. But that being said, I'm gonna end it up with this, folks. Thank you all for watching. On behalf of everyone else that joined, pertains to the Asylum, 44 shooters, pertains to 44 shooters, that's CJ. And pertains to the Asylum, Jalen, Omega Red, including myself. And for those watching, thank you for watching. Thank you all. Just for even if it's with me or Mr. J, or with PlayStation, or at this point Chocolate Gamer A6. So unfortunately, what happened with Marcus, what for the events that happened with him a month ago. When I always say, take care of yourself and everything that's going on in the world, it's reasons like this is why you definitely need to take care of yourself and everything that's going on in the world, because what happened with him should have never happened. That incident that happened with him, getting killed, the way he got killed, should have never happened in the first place. And I really truly mean this from the bottom of my heart when I say this. Especially during the whole thing where COVID-19 came in, the lockdown where you really take care of yourselves, protect yourselves in the way that's been going on in this world. Not just with that, but with everything else that's been transferring to with some shootings and bombings and whatever have you, that any type of incident that could lead to you that could and everything in the blink of an eye. I want you all to please take care of yourself and everything that's going on in the world. And what being said, take care. Peace on the streets. And we'll see you all next time. Marcus James Bryant, rest in paradise, my brother. You may be gone, but you will never be forgotten. Long live a legend of a person fan and Marcus James Bryant.